Hello, my name is Katy Grissom, and today I'm going to be speaking with you about the uncertainty reduction theory. The key theorist for this study was Charles Berger. He was an American professor emeritus of communication at the University of California, Davis. Berger was a former president of the International Communication Association, and he is best known for his contributions of the uncertainty reduction theory. Charles Berger believed that it is natural for a person to have doubts about our ability to predict the outcomes of initial encounters. The theoretical orientation of this theory. Uncertainty reduction theory focuses on how human communication is used to gain knowledge that will help create understanding. At the core of the uncertainty reduction theory is the assumption that when strangers meet, their primary focus is of uncertainty reduction or increasing predictability about the behavior of both themselves and the other participating parties. Berger believed that interpersonal ignorance was not bliss. Berger suggests that our drive to reduce uncertainty about new acquaintances gets a boost from any of the three prior conditions. The first is anticipation of future interaction. So you know that you will have to interact with that person again. The second is incentive value. So the person you're interacting with may have something of value that they could offer you. The third is deviance. You think that that person may act weird. Charles Berger believed that our main purposes in talking to people is to make sense of our interpersonal world. Theoretical traditions. Berger focuses on predictability. Berger focuses on predictability, which he views as opposite of uncertainty. Charles Berger's theory of uncertainty reduction is similar to the views of an Austrian psychologist named Fritz Heider, who views people as intuitive psychologists. Heider was the father of the attribution theory, and he believed that people consistently form inferences about why people do the things they do. We have a need to predict and explain people's behaviors. So if someone is going to yell at you and as you're leaving in an elevator or a movie, you want to know why you're getting yelled at. Berger suggests that there are two kinds of uncertainty that one faces as they embark on a first meeting. The first is behavioral. So you want to know who's going to pay the bill. Should I shake that person's hand? Is it okay to pet their dog? These are all examples of behavioral uncertainty. The second is cognitive uncertainty. Cognitive uncertainty is more about the verbal interactions that you have with someone. So you want to know, what does this person like about their job? You want to know about what makes this person feel emotions like sadness, happiness, and anger. When you first meet an individual, your mind comes up with various scenarios that help you to better understand that individual. Some are realistic and some are not. Nevertheless, reducing the cognitive uncertainty helps you to check some of those scenarios off of your list, and then you can really get to know the core person without assumptions or inferences that you've made. Berger proposes that a series of axioms explain the connection between his central concepts and the 8 variables of relationship development. The first is verbal communication. As communication increases, uncertainty decreases. Second, nonverbal warmth. As one begins to feel accepted by another's expressions, nonverbal expressions, uncertainty decreases. Information seeking. This suggests that high levels of uncertainty cause increase in information seeking behavior. As uncertainty levels decline, information seeking decreases. Likewise, the intimacy levels decrease. So you want to seek information about someone to form a stronger connection with them. Self-disclosure. High levels of uncertainty tend to go along with self-disclosure, but this suggests that decreases in intimacy levels in a communication context are connected to self-disclosure. Reciprocity. High levels of uncertainty produce high rates of reciprocity. Likewise, low levels produce lower levels of reciprocity. Similarities, the more things that you have in common with someone, the less uncertainty will be present. Liking increases uncertainty levels, and not liking decreases them. Shared networks, the more you have in common with someone and share a network, the less uncertainty is present. Critics of this theory. Within the communication field, Berger's uncertainty reduction theory was an early prototype of what an objective theory should be, and it continues to be an inspiration for callers even today. However, 12 years after publishing his theory, Berger admitted that his original statements contained some propositions of questionable integrity. So critics really jumped on that, and they looked at theorem number 17, which predicts the more you like a person, the less you will seek information about them. It's not clear why information seeking will decrease by liking someone. In fact, one would assume the more that you like someone, the more you want to know about them. Another attack on this theory comes from Michael Sonafrank of the University of Minnesota Duluth. He challenges Berger's theory's claim that uncertainty reduction is key to understanding through the instance that early course of a relationship is guided by predicted outcome value, or POV. Nevertheless, Berger's analysis of initial interaction was way ahead of its time, and he's made significant contributions to the communication discipline as a whole. I hope that this gave you a better perspective of the uncertainty theory, and I hope that you've enjoyed my research. Have a good night. Thanks. Bye.